YouTube, it's Angelica Grace here. Today I want to talk about a very sad, depressing topic for people who have long hair, and that is split ends. First I want to start off with how you get split ends. So the outermost layer of your hair is called the cuticle of the hair. And when you do things like heat style or color your hair, or for people who have even more fine hair, you can even get split ends by just everyday things like brushing it or putting it up because it is a little bit more prone to damage. No way to repair a split end. It's like once you damage that cuticle of your hair, you can never get that split end to close back up, and you can never repair that cuticle of the hair. So once the damage is done, it's already done. The only thing that you can do is cut the split ends off. And if you don't cut the split ends off, those split ends are gonna split up your hair shaft. So it's just gonna keep going. It's gonna break off into multiple split ends, or the split end is just gonna tear apart. And the farther up the hair shaft it goes, the more length that you're gonna cut off your hair. So the next thing I want to talk about is like the types of products that you can use. So you want to start, of course, with the first thing that you're going to put on your hair, and that's going to be your shampoo. It's a general rule that you want to use something that's going to deposit protein back in the hair. I am using right now the It's a 10 Miracle Plus Keratin Shampoo. And the reason why you go with something that has keratin is because keratin is a protein and your hair is made up of protein. So any product that has keratin in it is going to put that protein back in the hair. You should deep condition your hair once a week. And so this particular line is one of my favorite lines ever. I'm gonna get really close to the camera because I'm gonna get passionate. Okay, I am obsessed with the Redken Extreme line. It is amazing. If you can change one thing with how you're taking care of your hair, okay, I can't say that because if you're not using heat protectant, then you might as well not even try and grow your hair long. But one of the most important things would be to do a deep conditioner every week, some kind of treatment to your hair to help restore the protein and the moisture back into your hair. A lot of clients also will tell me that they don't use heat protectant. Well, then you might as well just cut all your hair off if you're trying to grow it long, because it's never going to grow anywhere if you're doing a bunch of flat ironing and you're not using heat protectant. The heat protectant is going to be the buffer between your hair and the iron or the blow dryer that you're using on it. This particular one is the Matrix Iron Tamer, and it's like a more of a cream texture. Difference between spray heat protectants and cream heat protectants. Either one, as long as you're using a heat protectant, that's awesome. You're doing better than a lot of people. But what I will say is that if you are using a spray heat protectant and you feel like your hair is still getting a lot of damage to it and you're not doing a lot of crazy coloring or anything like that, then you're probably not using either a good enough heat protectant, or you might want to switch to a cream texture because it's gonna give you a little bit more protection. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is that your body naturally makes conditioners that are specifically made for your hair. So the best conditioners that you will ever have is the one that's going to come from your own body. So when you have really long hair, those conditioners are never really reaching the ends, and you want to do something additional for your ends. So one of my particular favorites that I have been obsessed with is the Moroccan Oil. So I put some kind of oil. You can use argan oil, you can use Moroccan oil, you can use any type of serum that you feel that your hair really absorbs. And what I mean by that is the next morning when you wake up, your hair should not feel greasy. It should feel hydrated. It's just like a good moisturizer. Like, you know, a good moisturizer when you wake up and your face feels soft, but it doesn't feel like you have Vaseline or like oil on it. So you'll know the difference with what your hair likes and what it doesn't like. With the next morning, all that product that you put on there the night before should have gotten absorbed. Alright guys, so I hope that these tips helped you. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave me comments below. And also, if you guys have any ideas for more of my Hairstylist Hacks videos or anything you would like to ask me, please let me know.